Hey, welcome to the show. Take a look at this. What? This is something different. This is multiplying fractions. My son came home the other day. He's in 6th grade and said, Dad, can you start doing some 6th grade mathematics? He brought home all these papers right here. And yeah, we're going to be working on some 6th grade mathematics here too. We'll be working on all different levels, all different grades, but kind of wanted to have fun with multiplying fractions. All right, I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. If you ever want to try this problem, hit that pause button, and when you're ready to check it with me, hit that play button. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Multiplying fractions, it's fun. I always like to make it like a game. What you're going to do is you're going to take what's that number called? That's called a denominator. This is numerator, denominator, and then we got our whole number. We're going to take this number right here, the 3, and we're going to multiply it to this 3, and then we're going to add it to that number right there. So we're taking the denominator, multiplying it to the whole number, and then adding the numerator. Whew, that's a lot of stuff, but don't worry about all those fancy words right there. Let's just get right into it. So I'm going to go ahead and take 3 times 3 equals 9 plus the 1 is 10. So when I put the 10 right here, I also need to keep the same, the denominator has to stay the same. So I'm going to go ahead and put a line here and keep the denominator. Don't change the denominator, keep it the same. All right, so now we're going to go over here and do the same thing right here. So we're going to take 4 times 2 is 8 plus the 1 is 9. So I'm going to take the 9 right here. And then what do I put down here? That's right, we keep the denominator the same. So we're going to put the 4 right here. All right. Now, this is kind of like a game, all right? So sometimes to make things a little easier, I take a look at this number right here and that number right there, and I see can I do any kind of, dividing? Can I simplify? Yeah, I can take a 3 out of here and a 3 out of there. So I'm going to divide them both by 3. So I'm just going to put a line through here and put a 1, and then 9 divided by 3 equals 3. All right. Do we have anything like that with these two numbers here? Yeah, I can divide them both by 2. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5, and 4 divided by 2, 2, dose. So I put a 2 right here. And then I can just multiply. I just multiply the numerators and I multiply the denominators. I got all these new terms in my mouth. Sometimes I fumble around, so that's okay. And if you don't know all those terms and you just know the process, that's all right too. All right, and later on you'll learn all that other stuff. So now I just got to go ahead and multiply straight across. 5 times 3 equals 15. So I put the 15 right here. All right. And then 1 times 2, you guys know that, it's 2. All right, so I got 15 over 2. Now your teacher might say, that's okay, or she would like you to take any kind of improper fraction and turn them over to, a nice whole number, or a nice looking number. Now remember, an improper fraction means that the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom. It's hard to read that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller right here. And put this right over here. And do you remember how to do that? What we're going to do is we're just going to divide it. All right. So I'm going to take 15 right here, divided by 2. And then how many times can I put 2 into 15? You see, 2 times 10. I'm sorry, 2 times 10. 2 times 5 is 10. I already gave you the answer. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 7, 14. Getting closer. 2 times 8, 16. Whoa, too big. Let's do 2 times 7. So I'm going to put the 7 right here. 7 times 2 equals 14. Subtract. And then we have the 1. And now we're going to write this as a fraction, all right? And I'm going everywhere on this board. I better... Sometimes, when you do this on a paper, I know my son, when he's doing some figures on his, oh my goodness, what's going on here? My board's going a little silly willy. All right, let's go over here. Put that here. When my son is doing homework, and he's got numbers all over the place. And I say, when you finally get the answer, circle it, because your teacher's never going to find it. All right. So now this is what I have. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 7. All right. That's going to be my whole number. So I'm going to write 7 right here. This is going to be my numerator. All right. And this is going to be my denominator. All right. So I put the 2 right there. So the answer is 7.5. And I'm going to circle it because I don't want my son's teacher saying, hey, you did a lot of cool stuff. I just couldn't find the answer. There's the answer right there. All right. Hey, you ready to do another one? Yeah, let's do another one here. All right. Let's go over to the next board here. Same process, all right? Now, I know I threw a lot of terms at you, like numerator, denominator, whole number, improper fraction, all that stuff. Let's just go ahead and just do this one, all right? Let's just go ahead and do it. Just have fun. 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So I put the 9 right here over the 2, okay? Times, can you do that in your head? Try it. Try it once, come on. Did you get 3 times 2 is 6? And then plus the 2, 8? All right. And what did you get for the denominator? Sorry, I had put a math term out there. Yeah, you got a 3. All right. Can we simplify? Simplify. I always say when we're doing the math homework for my son, it's like, time to simplify. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we can simplify, can't we? We can take the 9 and 3. They both are divisible by 3. So that means I can divide them. I can take a 3 and divide it into them. My words are getting all jumbled around. So I can take 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. I can take a 2 out of both of those. So 2 divided by 2, 1. Uh-oh, I'm looking at something here. And 8 divided by 2, what is it? 4. All right. Let's just go ahead and multiply it here. 3 times 4 equals 12. And then 1, now this is a tricky one. 1 times 1, you guys got it, 1. All right. Now, when you see 12 over 1, what is that? It's just 12. Yeah. So the answer is 12. All right. Lucas's teacher. There's the answer right there. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for watching the show. I hope you're having a good time. I am reading the comments. I did read the comments the other day, and somebody said, hey, can you do some graphing for 3rd grade? I'm going to be doing that for you. Also, another person said, thank you very much for doing the videos. They're doing some homeschooling. I'd love to just hear about your experience with homeschooling. And if you didn't know it, I did change. Right now, I am an online teacher, which is awesome. Just having so much fun. I'm actually teaching some computer game coding, which is kind of fun, to some 7th graders, and they are awesome. I'm just having a great time there. So, hey, and I always have a good time with you guys. I cannot wait to always come and do work on a video in the afternoon with you guys. And I hope you're all doing a fantastic job out there. Got to get some exercise, all right? Make sure you're getting some exercise, and we'll talk to you all later. Adios! Goodbye!